With an acting career spanning 6 decades, George Takei is known around the world for his founding role on the original Star Trek. However, his life started out far from the bright lights of Hollywood.
Well, I was a child then. At the time of the bombing of Pearl Harbor, I was 4 years old, and I remember seeing soldiers marching up our driveway with rifles, and my father came out to answer the door, and literally at gunpoint, we were ordered out of our home. Well, the first place we were taken to was to Santa Anita Racetrack, and we were assigned a horse stall to live in. The stench of horse manure was still pungent. We were put on trains and transported 2/3 of the way across the country to the swampland of Arkansas. I remember the barbed wire fence that confined us, the tall sentry towers with the machine guns pointed at us. It was a prison camp. But as a child, as long as you have parents who love you with you, we adjusted. And in 1965, my agent called. He had an audition for me. It was for a potential TV series, a pilot film, a science fiction series, and the Starship Enterprise, this futuristic starship, was to be a metaphor for Starship Earth. And the diversity of this starship was its strength. People of different races, different backgrounds, different histories, all coming together and working in concert as a team. It was a thrilling idea, and I was to represent Asia. I desperately wanted it. And as an example of Gene Roddenberry's intelligence and good taste and high standards, he cast me.
George is an icon in the Japanese American community. Everybody knows him, even if they're not Star Trek fans. He's a role model and an inspiration. He's not just a celebrity, too. He uses his fame and his huge social media platform to educate his fans about issues that are important to him.
He's now had a second recoming or career as really the social media icon of the United States, right? I mean, he has this Facebook page with almost 10 million followers, and people are just tied into it and really, really fascinated by the things that he posts.
My fellow Americans, there are many who
Recently, Takei starred in the Los Angeles premiere of the Broadway musical Allegiance. Takei made his Broadway debut in the musical, inspired by his true life experiences.
All people of Japanese ancestry have until Friday to evacuate the West Coast.
The broad characterization of an entire race of people based on the actions of a few is dangerous to democracies.
It's an American violation, and all Americans should know this history. And we didn't want the story to fade away with time.
It became almost like a symbiosis between him and the show. The show exists because of him, and the show has been able to grow and reach people because of him. But the show is also George's life mission.
When he takes on a project that he believes in, such as Allegiance, such as making sure America doesn't forget the lessons of World War II Japanese American internment, he's passionate about it.
JCCH is honoring George Takei for his amazing career accomplishments and his lifelong dedication to the cause of social justice and equal rights. George, even though he's not from Hawaii, exemplifies the spirit of aloha, which is the theme of this gala tonight.
You know, resilience and fortitude isn't all teeth-gritting, bullet-biting strength. It's also to be able to, under harsh conditions, to find beauty and to find joy and to find love. That is what resilience is all about. Not giving up as human beings,